Hello everyone, Dr. Brains here, and welcome to my month of horror. I'm going to try to at least. Each week of October, I'm going to be making one video for a horror game, with the Halloween special being the final FNAF World video. And we're starting off with Slay the Princess. Slaying today, boys. And everyone else. Boys, girls, everyone else. Read it. I didn't do anything yet. I didn't even press the button. Chill out. Jeez. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ha! A Brit.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Narrator, this is understandably parable. You're in the wrong game. Ooh, that's cool. You remember it?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So that's rather tragic. Ooh, dialogue. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds,
No!
trees, and
Not the
perhaps
birds!
most problematically of all,
Not my precious
no more
Borbs.
people. You
Yeah,
have to
the people
put
I
an
can
end to
define
her.
with, but not the birds. Right. But how can a princess locked away in the basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics.
I am!
You have a job to do here. Just get in there and
Why
do
do I have
what
this
needs
job,
to be
though?
done.
What is
We're
my
all
goal?
counting on you.
I probably shouldn't be talking while he's yapping. Eh. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I could just turn around and leave, you know. I don't even remember walking here. I was just trying to get to the local Tim Hortons, but I ended up in a forest somehow. I live in the city. How did I manage this? If you consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up.
Nevertheless,
Oh.
let me assure you,
Oh,
the
sorry about that. Look, you've already done that. Well, I appreciate the mental exercise. You're running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Okay, sorry for that. My mouse sometimes double clicks. Apologize. Read this. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She's not dangerous, but she's not dangerous because she's locked
And
up.
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Alright, what are you gonna say?
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
But why will the world end? How will the world end?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Well, we can make chicken sandwiches, so I don't see the downfall of this.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Yo, he said the thing. He said the name, part of the name of the game. Yeah, that's
Does
pretty
it?
good.
Are you a monarchist?
No,
Is
I'm
slaying a
Canadian.
princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Well, I'm pretty sure we haven't had a princess in like thousands, probably since the medieval era, because like all we really have is a king, like England. It's someone else do this.
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
You're the narrator. I think you do.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Why can I pull this off, though? It's because of how amazingly gorgeous I am.
Like I said, I don't make the
Liar.
rules. No matter how much I wish I did.
I don't believe you. Forget it, I'm not doing this. Oh, sorry about that. Serious? No, you have to do it. I don't wanna. Okay, you have ending the world? Yeah, I'm
Of course
pretty
I
fine with that.
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
Well, that's debatable.
I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Debatable. To get some sort of reward for doing this. Oh. Yes, but only you have to slay her before you get it. Can you tell me what my prize is? It is going to be...
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it.
I like secrets.
It's a special reward, just for you.
Huh.
But whatever you think it might be,
It's a
I can
birthday
promise
gift.
you it's going to be
Friday
even
was my
better
birthday.
than your wildest imagination.
Oh yeah, it was recently my birthday. I got this really cool rat plush, Pizza Tower rat plush. Am I gonna edit this? Yeah, probably. I'll edit it up a small bit. I'll probably pull up an image of what the rat is. I don't have a name for him though. Just gonna call him the rat. So I don't know. Top comment for a name for him will be his name. Go comments. I'll go to the comment. If I was cabin. Okay. Turn around and leave. Okay, thanks.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Excellent.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Excellent.
A warning before you go any further.
Alright.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word
Excellent.
she says.
I was paying attention.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Really?
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
The voice of the hero. Interesting. Sounds like quite the character.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Do any of us know what we're talking about? Talking is just people bunging up a bunch of letters to make sentences, a bunch of sounds to make words. Those words are just sounds. Proceed to the cabin. I don't know how that door opened from all the way over here. That defies physics.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a
Perfect
fine
for horror
layer of
games.
dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
How is that not falling? That should, like, be at least be wobbling.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Understood? Should I take the blade? Or should I get negotiate for tea and crumpets? Nah,
You
murder's
take
more
the
fun.
blade from the table.
But we do have to
It'd be
slay
rather
her after
difficult
all.
to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door
Onward!
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
The rock consumes.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hawk! Is that the maiden I'm meant to kill?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Great. Oh, whoops. I feel you. It's all part of her manipulation.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock up.
Did I mess up anything? Wait. What's that lock eyes and website?
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Well, she's down here for a reason, so I'm guessing so.
Focus on the task at hand.
Alright.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes, exactly. No! Steel your nerves and step forward. Prepare for
You step
death!
forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
Because I'm epic and cool
I'm
like
probably
that.
chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Hey, you don't know if I can use it like a throwing knife and just yeah. Then again, you could just dodge or catch it. It's still an option though. Options are on the table.
So, you should just drop it.
No.
Best not to risk finding out
No,
what
why
I
would I
can
listen
do.
to you? I task. They slay you. It's part of the game. It's the name of the game, literally.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Yes, sir. No time for chit-chat right now.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Atoms!
You feel flesh
Huzzah!
easily give way.
Easy kill.
You look down to see your blade already sinking
Well,
deep
job's
into her
done.
heart.
And 11 minutes in. Probably gonna be longer though.
Oh,
You seem shocked. What, you think I was gonna do it? I'm a plague doctor. If the world ends, I don't get any business.
this is it. I'm almost
Uh,
embarrassed.
uh,
I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Get it, what did you say? This is it, isn't it? Sorry about that.
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Well, I think I stabbed you with the heart area. I don't think it has a plague doctor. I think that is the area where the heart is, where exactly where
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
I mean, maybe she can. I don't know. She could be immortal.
Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive
Well, her eyes are
and
really
well.
dead.
But is it over?
Oh.
Really?
God damn it. But it's not. Isn't it? She just. Of course it is. She's
Yes.
dead.
Exactly.
She looks very dead
It's
to me.
over.
Alright, time to leave. Job's
With your
done.
work done,
I have
you
won.
make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
Job done.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, darn it. Killed someone, get rid of alright, this mouse, I just start using it. And leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Oh, the void.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some
That's
place
not
far
good.
away.
It's not good. Not at all.
What happened?
I think the world ended.
Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Wait, is this my praise? Praise? Yeah, this is great. Yeah, this sucks.
What's done is done, and there's no going back now. I'm sorry you don't like your reward, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate it in time. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
The void? Last time I checked, last time I thought about the void, you're like eaten into it by a pale king.
Time
Impressive,
passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Well, I mean, could you give me like some cards, like Game Boy, 3DS. That'd be some food, maybe.
Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Of course we are. I like it here.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess.
This is the life. Stuck in the void and in
More
here.
happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Interesting.
Please shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voice's pleas fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Keep some spooky ambience. Whoa! I did it! I won! I got the good ending. I saved everyone. I like to thank my rat. He's the reason behind this accomplishment. Good job, rat. I give you all the pets. Let's go. Oh, I did it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Quick save. Oh, that was that ending. So, just going to select this. Hell no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it.
What's your plan? Actually, hold on. I'm going to save. There we go. What's your plan, hero?
I can hear everything you say, little voice.
Hold on. Believing together. Why is there something here for you?
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you.
But happiness
It wants
led
this
me to,
wonderful place
led
to
me to the
end.
credits. So yeah, I might have to accept
Do you
the
not?
happiness.
There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it.
Yes, sir.
Don't you dare.
I will dare.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another...
Let's just keep on happening. Yeah. Yada yada yada.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work. That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Happiness led me to the end. I need a video. I need long videos. Like...
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Alright.
I made this happy little place for you.
I'm
Is this
really
not
happy.
a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate.
British. Alright.
Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk
He
down the
seems
stairs.
angry. He's upset at me.
The princess's body is dust and
Oh wow,
bones.
you
though the blade
decayed.
used
You
to slay
decayed
her is
quickly.
still as pristine
How?
as the day
I'm
you first
surprised.
held it.
It's like they do bugs in here to get the decay.
You
There
pick
we
up
go.
the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Bye bye. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin, and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna
You're here.
save. You're here to slay her. If you don't, well, then we're all dead. Oh! Oh, you mustard.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine.
Oh, you're new.
It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume that I'm telling the truth. Turn around and leave. That's always a good option, right? Hold on, I'm gonna try that.
Oh. Do you think there's something else out
Bye!
there?
I ain't dealing with any of you. You all suck. I'm
Let's see
going
what we
home
can
to
find.
Canada.
It's
This ain't.
bound to
I'm
be
going
more
back. I'm gonna go get
interesting
my
than
Tim
doing the
Hortons.
same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope, I'm going to Tim Hortons. Yes, I
Somehow I doubt that, but fine.
Onward.
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How
Well,
convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
That's weird. I was gonna leave.
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
Yeah. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Yeah,
like,
no, my Tim Hortons.
dies. Forever.
Yeah, well, there's not really any other way to die.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Oh no.
What's going on? Where are we?
What's happening? What?
I don't know. But it feels like home.
What is happening? Oh no. This can't be good. But the world around you is unknown. It's physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Pulse, splatters. That can't be good. Oh no. Oh no, it's the hands. It's the hands of the blue star. Isn't that though? Eh, whatever. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extra mitts find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance, fingers drag claws across your glass surface of your soul. Frustration, this vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare wake up. It's not. Well, that didn't work.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the
I'm gonna
basement
continue
of that
through this
cabin
route.
is a princess.
Is there stuff on the other ending? Most likely. But, you know, I want to see where this leads.
You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Yeah. No, you can skip previous scenes by pressing tab on your keyboard or R1 on your controller. Thank you. Let's see. Sweet. Oh, I've always wanted to offer monarch valet revolution.
spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further.
I really should have skipped that. Leaves me editing time. I'm not gonna grab the blade this time. I want to discuss.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen
This is
light
different.
in the room below.
Actually, it is.
This is her voice, soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
What's different?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I've heard other people's voices. I usually forget. That's how probably someone said about me. Nope. Whatever. I'm gonna save her. I'm gonna do myself.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of
Yeah,
here
but
would be
I'm
before
gonna
it
chill
finally
out
sinks
today.
in?
I feel like saving. I'm a saving mood today, mate.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
Don't worry, I'm cool.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
I don't know what I look like. Like a play doctor. I don't know what my character looks like.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Hello there.
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I don't know.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
I don't care. Shut up, nerd.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Don't worry, me and my rat plush are here to save you.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
I unfortunately have not.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the
What
end.
if I want to say the end? The end of the world sounds cool. Might be like a big explosion.
Okay.
Plop. She's a friend. She's a friend now, not evil. Let's ask some basic questions. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
Well, I'm Dr. Brains. What's yours?
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Oh. That's not really helpful.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
That sounds like some Mario stuff. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Answer my question.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Probably. I don't know.
Okay, that's weird.
A little bit. Yeah, I didn't want to pick the name first. Well, first you want to see that she can't be. She's trustworthy. This is the face of someone trusted and someone who really needs 8 hours of sleep. AKA most teenagers. Too busy playing video games. Yeah.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
Well, yeah, everyone's arrested for some reason. Extra, murder. Trying to drive a boat without a license.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
True.
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
I suppose. That's a really good question.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
It does. You should have started here.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I'm with him. Yeah. But I don't. You're not dangerous. You're a friend.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt
No,
anyone.
you're
I
sad.
love the
No, what
world.
have I done?
I think-
I'm the monster here. I'm the villain.
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
How long has this game been out? I don't know.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
I'm with him.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
That's a good question.
Sooner or later, you'll learn to trust me.
No, I won't.
Hopefully it won't be too late when you finally come around.
Yeah.
Thank you for believing me. Now, can you help me get out of here?
Of course. Let's see what I can do.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Interesting. They appear to be made out of metal. Another metallic.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Yep.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
That's a good idea.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
That's quite unfortunate.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Gross. I'm grossed out by this. I'm a doctor. Surgery's one of my professions.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
I'm with him, yeah. He seems like the voice of reason and sense around here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Oh,
You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
that's quite unfortunate.
Is someone else here?
Try
You
open the
try
door.
the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Oh, gosh darn it.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Just like the Stanley Parable narrator, you want me to do this, but I'm gonna do this because it annoys you and it's funny.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I don't really call this a mess, it's more just a predicament. More or less. Yeah, I would call this more of a predicament.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yeah.
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh.
hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her
What
teeth
what
tearing
what
through her
fang,
limb with the
what teeth you
determination
have,
of a trapped wolf.
madam?
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from
Oh,
behind
yeah.
you. The clang of bouncing metal.
YouTube, I hope you're not okay with this. Please be okay with this, YouTube.
It's the blade from upstairs.
Eh.
You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to
Just they,
strike,
open
it's
the door,
now.
throw it down. It's like, hey, go kill her. Or cut her out with it. You know.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I am. Probably not.
Fine. Against your better judgment,
Oh.
you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
My dog, when he eats something he shouldn't have.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to
She's
crack
so
through the bone of
chill
her arm.
about this. She's just like, just normal Tuesday.
Her limb falls to the ground,
Ooh.
and the heavy
Oh,
chains
gross.
follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
Impressive.
No, she didn't.
Impressive, if you ask me. Or she lacks the nerves that feel pain.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm
She's
dripping
kind of like a
rhythmically to
skeleton,
the
like a
ground.
lion smile. Like, what's her name from Nightmare Before Christmas? I just gonna use Jack Skeleton as an example. Yeah, not the one of the girls, the female character that Jack's love interest. More of a Jack Skellington like smile.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah, it's not that bothering.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Excellent.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let
Why?
her escape into the world.
Why?
No. I can't just let her escape
Why?
into the
What the
world.
hell are you doing, mate?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
Hey.
steps forward
What?
and raises the blade.
Madam!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her. Dodge.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Yes, please.
You know you don't have to do this,
I
right?
don't. But the voices in my head are telling me. Are controlling
The
my
body
arm.
lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling
What a
back
dodge.
against the wall before the blade has a
With,
chance
with
to
still
connect.
with a missing arm, she'd be able to roll in a dress, nonetheless. That's quite impressive.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me.
No.
I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm pretty alive. I was pretty alive from this whole ordeal. Slay, slay, slay. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
No!
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
No, it isn't.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the
Like,
blade from your infuriatingly
What am I?
rigid hands.
I have like
What
bird
are
talons.
you
I'm like
doing?
a bird. I am the bird man. Storm Eagle from Mega Man X.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest,
No.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
Ah,
You aren't dead yet.
Me organs.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
Yes, for the madam.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Technically, the last route I did also ended everyone, so, I don't really see the best results here.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again
Oh,
and
really?
again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices
If you
its
don't
way
narrate it, I
into
won't
your
feel any
body.
pain, technically.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is,
Just
does
stab
it?
me.
A
Stab!
wound is still a stab wound.
Stab me
Won't be
hot, it
long
will
before
take
you
less
bleed.
time for you to stab.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay, I'll come back from the dead. I usually do.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath
Bleh.
you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
I'm sorry for talking, guys. I know you probably want to listen, but I can't talk. I just need to talk.
You can't just... Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Oh, whoops. Hold on. Rich coming from you, as much I prefer to say. Well,
Everything goes dark, and you die.
bleh. Chapter 2, The Damsel. Finally, we get to do a hero's job.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to
Getting this terrible sense of deja vu.
a terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that.
Yes, I
This
do.
is the first time either of us have been
Yeah.
here.
Deja vu is the feeling you have been somewhere before, so I maybe have. I've gone down this path.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
Oh, shoot. His memory thing was to keep that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? When they say about beloved, the smitten, the flirter, the Undertale flirter, if the Undertale flirt option. It will be the flirt option from now on.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Yeah, you can't really talk. If there's multiple voices in your head, you can't really discuss things if they're all in the same room.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us
It's more
will
of
be
a
foiling
mutual
any and all
relationship.
assassination attempts you've got in the works.
It's more of a, I'm going to, help her, and then I get rewarded in some way. I don't know why, but I do. It's mutual. It's a mutual, hero saves princess. Princess gives reward afterwards. It's like that.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't
Oh, I'm
worth
thirsty.
saving.
Yeah, sure it is, bud.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
This was really well animated. I love this animated art style. Very, comic book-like. With, the way it's drawn, which I think is really cool. And, actually, I would go with more like a manga, anime, black and white manga style, if I had to say. Really like the art style. Really cool. Artist people, 10 out of 10 job. Really like it. If you ever make any other projects like this, keep this art style. It's really cool.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You were the one who did us in, villain.
Damn it. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, but you're probably only happy that you didn't listen to me.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
They still haven't told us why the world will end, That'll be some really useful information.
I beg to differ.
Oh, it's him.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I am.
I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
We did die.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
We can just do this over and over again. We're in an endless loop. The world is saved. Sure, if you maybe doing the same thing forever, but the world is saved. That's all that matters. Why is that not something Markiplier would say? Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Brains, and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's World, Part 3. Oh god, thinking about making a third-party FNAF World video is gonna be a pain. Part 2 is enough suffering, but I have to do Halloween content. That means Cheeky's Rainbow World. Mamma mia. Subscribe if you enjoy my suffering.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that...
No, it didn't. I'm just great. Back here, did type some new runs, or are you... It's a transfer to a different world entirely.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Man, I don't believe you.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Simp. Yeah, simp. Yeah, simp. Smitten. Like simpin'.
Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Yeah, that's pretty complicated. There we go, and find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're
That's
going to
3-on-1.
sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does.
Yeah, not that strong when it comes to upper body strength. So, We'll talk about that one. So,
Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to.
She just can.
Why though?
Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
Beauty is subjective.
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it
her hand
is.
off just to get out.
People locked her in that basement,
people?
and I told you what this
Who are
place
this
is.
people?
It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I am. It's what I do. I'm really good at it.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Because I'm a bird.
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps.
A bird's the only one
It's
who
just
wants to
the way
murder in
things
this
are.
world.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Hero, don't fall for it. It's a trick.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Because I need content for Halloween, that's why.
Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
You have a special one, Emmett.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let my dislike for you get in the way of helping you save the world.
Stanley Parable Narrator's narrator. Sorry. It's a bit more, agreeable in these situations. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us.
I don't believe
I know
you.
it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word.
I don't believe you.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you.
Alright. I'm gonna turn around and leave again. I'm joking. We could go for the same thing
warning.
over and over.
Before you go any further. We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled.
I'm sure
They
all the
must be
voices
expressed.
maybe done by the same guy, so kudos for your voice not going out at any point during this.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong
impressed.
and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Debatable.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Whatever you say, Doc. Onward we go.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its stone
Last time I checked,
walls
cabins
draped
are made
in
out of
fine
stone,
threaded
or
tapestries.
made of like
A
marble.
prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Again, should be falling over.
The blade is your implement.
Why did you say anything about the mirror on the wall?
That's
That's a really
because
good
there
question.
isn't
It's a
a
pretty nice
mirror.
mirror.
There's a table,
a black
the
mirror.
blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in
For a
here.
second I thought I heard my cat meowing at me.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah, there very much is.
There isn't.
Yes, there is.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Sam.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
What do you? There very much is. You guys can see it too, right? I want to see if I'm handsome.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
Yes, I must appreciate my good bird.
We shouldn't waste time preening.
I must.
If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important.
I must sharpen my beak.
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There
I
is
am.
no
All
mirror.
4 of them.
Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Lying usually helps.
Very different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
You weren't even here.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You
I have
haven't
died.
died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the
I
princess.
have been.
So focus up. Stop letting
This
yourself
isn't a
get
cabin
distracted.
even. This is a castle. Let's check out this mirror. shall
Walk
we?
up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much
Hey,
to
nice,
see
eh?
here.
Get it. Actually, if you look really closely, the lines aren't moving.
This really isn't funny.
Like the mirror plane.
You reach forward
Oh.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you
If
look.
there is a mirror, I'm going crazy.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly
That's the
sweep
hour
her off
bird.
her feet if we have a feather out of place.
I'm gonna save again. Because I want to see what happens if I take the blade in a different route. Probably do that in my own time though, out of curiosity. But let us enter the basement.
The door to the basement
Ooh.
creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell.
Pretty.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light
Very
of the
uncomfortable,
torches
though.
positioned
Just
along the
laying here.
walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
Very nice.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Let's put some furniture down here. Let's give her like a table, a bed. You know, let's make this comfortable. She wouldn't want to leave. Make her captivity at least nice to live in. If she doesn't want to leave, then the world doesn't end. That's just logic. Why would people want to escape a comfortable prison? It's still a prison, but still comfy.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Yes.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time.
Sam.
I can hear
You're a
wedding
simp.
bells already.
Voice of the simpin.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
I agree with him.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love.
Again, probably
Just
useful.
remember that her charms are all part of the
Well,
manipulation.
for him, it's already for the smitten. It's already he's already been falling from the manipulation.
You walk down
Ooh.
the stairs and lock
That's
eyes with the
What
princess.
was the outfit?
There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your
You can't hear
unjust and foul imprisonment.
You're just a voice.
You know she can't hear you, right?
That's what I just said.
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
There's just a bunch of ghosts like around me, just like saying it. I probably made the thumbnail of that actually, that idea. But hey, only future me is able to tell you that.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
You're a bird, so maybe she just means the speedway.
And she called us a hero.
Oh,
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
yep, apparently it does.
Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Told you.
Well, she killed us.
Am I missing dialogue? Alright, let's see. He said that, and then Smitten said that's right, no, I need to throw that.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by
Murder's still
cruelty.
murder.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion.
Undertale
I'd
fans
really hoped
are
I'd be the
used to it.
first, but what's done
Your joke
is
makes
done.
No sense. Sorry
What
about that.
matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
It's been recording for an hour.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we
Of
want
course,
to
we're already committed.
rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I see.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just
Yeah,
do
he's definitely
your
lost it.
job.
You told me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
that? Aw.
Did we?
Hmm.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I guess you want to put it that way.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I think they're a bit too late for that, mate. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect
Well, then
wrists,
we can't really
and
have to let her
indeed,
out then.
we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm
Yeah.
done.
Like, the chain's a bit bigger than her hand. It's like you can't just... What's the name watch? Hold on. There we go. Fix it. Anyway, where is that? Oh, yes. Yeah, we couldn't do that. Sorry, spinning.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Exactly.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
That's reasonable.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
Angel wouldn't be the best word I would describe.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted.
Or she's
So
just
go
very,
ahead and
or she's just
slay her.
overly trusting of us. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Does the universe just not? Do you not start being aware until I enter the basement? Or where do we start?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
No.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Honestly, the world sucks. People aren't playing it. I hope you brought a painful and a slow and painful ruin to them all. I'm not picking that, but I'm gonna save real quickly. I want.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Hold on. I am. I am looking that up. Is that even not the right tab either? I am looking.
Over the years.
I am looking that word up. Hold on. Meaning. Let's see. A person who dislikes humankind and avoids human society. Yeah, I guess that would describe us. And
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
yeah.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Bring it back.
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to
Nope,
not
I'm
let
letting
her
her out.
out
You get stuck.
by destroying the world.
Hold on. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wants to make us happy.
Apparently, yes. If another version...
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aww. Another version you was pushed. It was for a good reason. But she wants us to. That's so. Aww. That was sweet.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
She's a silly goober.
That's because she's perfect.
I wouldn't go that far. Nobody's perfect. Perfection isn't real in humanity.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I doubt that.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Okay,
No.
let us do the rest.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon.
I didn't take it. Ha!
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try
would that
anything
like a
that might
betrayal
harm our
ending to, like-
dearest, I will
That's why-
end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings.
That shouldn't have worked.
That shouldn't have worked.
Actually,
I'll be damned. We're doomed.
now from a closer examination, the chain is bigger than her hand. So I think that's the people who imprison her here's fault.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
What do you say? Can't believe it. But I guess I have to. That shouldn't have worked. This defies logic, and whoever trapped you here are idiots.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
This narrative is not like a romance.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Oh, don't say that. Well, what did I miss? Okay, for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
What do we do now?
Well, I'm gonna save again. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
Or just hates romance?
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Your eyes are going over your hair. This defies physics. You defy physics.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
Well, her hands are moving from the little triangle on the bottom.
You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Eh.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
If her eyes and somehow overlap her hair.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, you want to tell me what to do.
I just want to make you happy.
Why did the music suddenly get more creepy? Why did you get more low quality?
She can't just want to make us happy.
I don't know.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same
This
for us.
can't be good. There must be something you want. But what would make you happy?
I just want to make you happy.
The music's getting creepier and she's getting less polygons.
Is she broken? What's going on?
He's a record player.
What's going on is she's lying to you. Only she isn't a good liar.
She's losing
You're starting
polygons.
to
That's what's
trust me
happening.
now?
And the orchestra has lost a couple of players. There must be something you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
She become concept art. Oh no.
This isn't right.
become-
I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
How about him? This isn't right.
I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's.
She is losing quality with each conversation.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
She's becoming more quality all of a
Is
sudden.
it just me, or does it feel like we're alone,
It happened,
right?
and they lived happily ever after.
Like we're the only
That's all
ones
she
here?
wanted. She got an achievement. I don't think you saw it, but that was... I hate this music. It's so unsettling. The voices are talking. Oh, hi. Hello. Well, hold on. I want to, load. I want to load back up this. We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out.
That sounds perfect.
Sadly, it's a musical adventure.
The princess takes your hand, the last
Yay,
hopes
happy
of the
music now.
entire
Everything is
world
perfect. She's not
slipping
calling
through
up
your
anymore.
fingers as they intertwine with hers.
Our birds' scaly harms.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look,
Eh.
I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
He's gonna mope. He's gonna mope the floor.
You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no, did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairest world are no more match for the strength of true love. I've actually noticed that the princess in here doesn't have her name actually said. Odd.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah. The hero's just been sidetracked at this point. He's just a third wheel. Technically fourth wheel, actually. Yeah, fourth wheel.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Yes.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Yeah, I believe in her.
Nobody is leaving this basement.
I am the music. Yes, I think you got this.
Okay, let me try.
I believe in you.
The princess tries the handle, and lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
He is so upset.
I told you she could do it.
Yay.
You and the princess make
We
your
did
way upstairs,
it.
and the blade. That's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
No. No. That's a betrayal kill. I'm not.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer.
I hate you too, mate.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yeah.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Romantic haze. And love will set you free. Another achievement gotten.
A happy ending at last.
No, the creepy music's back.
We did it. What should we do now?
Let's go eat Tim Hortons.
Where did everything go? Where did he go?
What are you doing?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy
Your
supposed
eyes,
to be
your
so
hair
cold?
defies the physics of your eyes.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Shoot, I don't know how to weave. Feather coats. Oh no, the arms are back. She seemed very willing for that. If she was kind of like, oh, I think I'll just take a nap here. Then maybe they'll warm me up. Ah, I have to talk now. Great. You don't get the chance to make that jacket. Something has taken her away. There's something in her place. The mirror.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we
She's the
try
mirror
and
now.
find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know. Where she went?
I can't believe she was.
Damn it! You're right, she's not. It's just doesn't that awful thing.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
I mean, if you kill if an world has taught me anything, you don't have a story if you kill the storyteller.
A villain vanquished.
But also the storyteller.
There's something dreadful about it.
Well, I can't progress the game.
I don't think you should. I'm begging you, don't do
I
this.
kind of have to. I'm sorry, mate. You approach the mirror. Gaze into the reflection. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It is time to see what's in it. It's you. The body. It's you. Your achievement. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quite cut. Read the forest again. Proceed to the cabin. Ominous. Oh. It's a bunch of people at a concert, at a heavy metal concert. You are at the cabin. There is a lack of cabin. There's just a mound and the endless army of hands. You gaze at the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Remember that thing I made? Space House of Woods. Oh, so doing the denial ending gave me more dialogue. I totally haven't seen gameplay of this before from the epic Twitch. I mean, not epic. I mean, kind of mid Twitch streamer Eclipse Cycle. Go subscribe to him on his YouTube and Twitch. Hope you're happy. Hope you're happy, Mr. Sickle. I mean, this is the veil is over. I have played this before, but I am going to pretend I do. I didn't say any of this, so.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
A bird. What do you think? I'm a bird.
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
Why is like that one song in Hollow Knight playing with like the City of Tears? Do you think
I think that you are like me.
I am not a mess of hands.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Creeks like the new Minecraft update? The gift of the fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
I don't like the phrasing of that.
Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Smitten is just devastating, even though I'm pretty sure he's dead. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair enough. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
I don't believe you. Do you know the narrow?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Because you absorbed me in the first ending we got.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Interesting. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Or you what trapped me?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
I threw my bed and I fell on the floor. What do you know about the world between this place, beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Doesn't make any sense. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Interesting. But were you always the princess, or are you...
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
That's the whole point of Ouroboros. Happens now.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Interesting.
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Oh, there's no, not more dialogue. You're scared that I'll find a way to kill you.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Right. It's like you're holding, like, just, it feels like she's just like the princess she's holding. It's just like a mannequin. It's like a motionless mannequin. That makes it just unsettling. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
I have perfect memory most of the time. How many more princesses do you have?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Well, that's unhelpful.
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Sent to see the princess to stop her from struggling.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
It's a good perspective, actually. You're destroying something, you're just changing the way it looks. Huh, I didn't know a video game made me get philosophical. You're being sentimental.
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Is that the canonicalness of the saving?
If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
The game crashed. The game has crashed for me. Was that intentional?
You have returned to me.
The-
Though you were gone mere moments,
great. It's
I never
running.
left your side.
There we go. Attempt to wait your destiny. Outwait your okay. That crash was intentional. You got me. You sly dog. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. A loving vessel, bring the damsel to her. Oh, I see. The ending.
You're on a path.
Yeah. Shut up. Hold on. Let's see. How many endings? I've gotten. I've only gotten 2 endings so far. I'm gonna go for either 5 or 6 endings, and then see what happens after that. Hey, I've read all of these options. Hey, wow!
It's the spirit.
Just. Can I beat her up? Can I beat her to death? I think I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade. The door to the bed. Her voice.
Who's there?
Oh, she's got an evil.
She sounds. Don't let it fool.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
I'm gonna kill her again.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
He's unhappy now.
You walk down the stair.
Hold on, I'm just gonna. Ba-doop.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yes.
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yes, I have the knife. It wasn't a joke.
I know. You brought a knife with you and everything. But you don't have to try and kill me. You could always toss that scrap of metal to the ground and give the two of us a chance to talk things out.
She makes a compelling point. What if we didn't kill her? What if we just dropped the blade
Could be a trick,
and talked?
but could lead to endings.
Don't you dare.
I am gonna dare.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really...
She talked, didn't she? She didn't. Yeah. But killing someone in cold blood is a very becoming mess.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the
if
floor
push
with
comes
an
to shove,
unceremonious
we can
clap.
talk.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I suppose.
Against your better judgment,
She's just like
you step forward to
I
speak with
need
the
to go to my
princess face to face.
9 to 5 later.
Unarmed. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here,
I'm
but
here
I
to
can
accomplish
assure you there's
conversation.
no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Probably. I don't trust you.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Probably still mutual. Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Jeez, someone's a bit rude. Dude.
Don't just tell her that.
I am gonna tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
The orchestra for this is really good.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
How sweet.
Okay.
Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Yeah! Team murder.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine
I think
trying
it's
to
gonna
break
have
them
some
apart.
type of implement to this.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I think they did a dialogue for this. Did they do like one ending at a time, or did they just like a large set of dialogue in one large session, or multiple? That's probably more realistic.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
Yeah.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to find. You attempt to make your way out of the basement,
Okay.
but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Yeah.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the prince. You try the door, but I'll repeat myself once again. You're here. You make your way back to the bottom of the stair. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Probably. Save the prince.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade
There's
against
no
the
blood on
princess's
it.
arm,
This is a
just
difference.
above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her
YouTube
arm
showed
through
us.
the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
Well, I'm gonna.
How is she so
Actually, I did save at the start of this, so I do have options.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her as the princess approaches the bottom stair. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
Let's see where this goes.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting. The blade. Move
No.
the
See, this seems like
blade.
fire.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your
There's
eyes.
be a different ending to this. This is different.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
My talon hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Hopefully.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
A lot more efficient than the last time.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the
You're
ground,
used to this.
blood
It's-
flowing from your butchered neck.
Ah.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
The prisoner. Interesting. Will be trapped.
You're on a path.
We've already seen all this. Just need the cabin.
Oh, she will lie. Yes,
A
don't believe
skeptic.
a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to.
Australian, I see. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
No, I didn't. Wink. Oh, this would be great. See to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
Again,
A few pathetic wisps
why
of
wanna be
starlight attempt
outside
to
and
illuminate the cold,
this
uninviting
defies
stone walls,
physics.
and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Do I
You'll
want to
need
grab
it
the
if you
knife
want to do
time?
this right.
Save. I'm not gonna take it, but
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation and I'm not letting us go down.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
skeptic seems more like survival instinct.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Wonderful.
You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table
Hey!
and proceeding
Hey!
to the basement.
Do I not get a choice here? Hey!
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
Punk. Down we go, I suppose.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first?
I apologize
You
about
walk down the
knife.
stairs and lock eyes with the
Oh,
princess.
wow.
She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Hello on earth, beginning this one.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed?
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I said, I never said you'd use it. Skeptic said something, though. Have you noticed an empty chain on the wall? Let us place. Just gonna overlay this. Do I want to slay? Leave the princess. I'm probably gonna go back to all of these at a different point in time, just, you know, try them. I will sit.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Alright.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor,
I don't
still a
trust
good
that
distance
chain.
away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? Yes, your intentions.
I was
You
forced
have a
against my
knife.
will. I want to not
What
take
are you
it.
going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
There is a chain around your neck.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Exactly.
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
But you can trust delusional people, probably. Or she thinks she'd survive a beheading. She become the headless princess. Just put a pumpkin around her head. She'll be fine.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
What happened if I cave?
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
Breaking the fourth wall, I see, eh?
So you've already been here.
Yeah.
It's complicated things. How exactly?
As much as I deny it, I'll still use this complicated things.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess,
heroically is
and in the
debatable.
process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than
I
they
don't think
were.
we get a second chance at the
I really
world
shouldn't
ends.
say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
The alternates.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before.
So only
Seems
few
like we should
voices
count
have
ourselves lucky for that.
Remembering.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
We're just staring at each other.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation.
Yeah,
You shouldn't
Sorry
be
about that. I
daydreaming.
can't even control the voices in my head.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right?
I
She
wanna
can't be
see her.
suggesting that.
I want to see that happen.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
She has a detachable head.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Well, she's very changed, so we can just walk away.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
This is a long game.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
Are there none?
There are none.
Called it.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
That's also true.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
some ideas. Not them at the end.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Yep, I'm not doing that.
Maybe it'll fit.
I'm not doing that.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in
that's a
chains.
terrible
We
idea.
need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I'm gonna save. I'm gonna put some trust into you.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
I have talent.
Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
Oh, already tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Skeptic has probably been one of my favorites so far.
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor.
Now, show me your magic.
The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Slice, then float, have your hands.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat.
The music's...
What is she doing?
My next click is gonna be very...
She doesn't say another word as she cuts into
Oh!
her own neck.
Oh, this music is...
No.
I am watching. I need to...
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking.
Are you doing
as she
this? You're
crawls
gonna
through skin,
die.
Veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through
Yeah,
her neck.
gross.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
She's just gonna...
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap.
Ew.
Twitches.
Oh god, that's gross.
There's an uneasy silence.
If she starts
She
talking,
remains
I'm
motionless for a long
throwing
moment, her
hands.
twitching
This is-
eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly
Oh,
to the side,
don't
flopping
no,
to her
stop,
shoulder,
Stop.
and her neck opens.
Is there just gonna be like a demon, like a thing? She's just gonna pop it off and grow another head.
The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head.
Ew.
It stretches and tears until finally it falls to
So,
the floor, completely free.
uh,
It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Done? Question mark?
Oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
Technically, she's
Congratulations! You saved the world.
He's really happy with this.
Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here, please?
We should take her with us, don't you think?
Yes, a trophy!
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell, we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world.
Yeah,
right?
that's a good reason. I would rather not have to be buried in a
You
basement.
don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied, are you? Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want.
Yeah, I'm with him.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax. I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
Skeptics of something. I'm just gonna keep myself sharp. I'm not too eager to put my guard down. I'm taking her with me.
Fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids.
Is
Then
she
make
just
your
gonna
way back upstairs
my
to the
head
first
off?
floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Right, witch. Oh, of course there's blood on it.
She didn't. She's
I saw
dead.
that.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to
moved
explain to
again.
you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Talking. I'm talking again.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already...
Oh.
Over? Is he gone?
Huh. So I guess that's just how we end. As soon as like the void starts to consume, kind of just dies. Huh. Weird.
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Up. There goes your head. Oh, this is gonna be a weird one to see, Adam. With the hands of eternal handness.
She's gone. And is that a...
Of course.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now.
So we remember, but they forget. Maybe that's what the hands meant.
No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror. Violence has reached forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave when you need to see it. The bloat. You've grown. You look exactly the same as we did last time. You find yourself in a long quiet altogether. Did they go grab her body?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am
It just
more
went.
than I was
It's like,
before.
oh wait, we forgot the body. Hold on. Zoop. This is hilarious.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe you.
Hold on.
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel
guess so.
gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Hold on, real quick. There we go. Just readjust myself and stretch for a minute. Sorry about that. Everything we feel like give me a straight
I'm
answer.
sorry. Words are difficult for me.
If you say so.
They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my
Trust that,
answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
This one's been out of head. That's a terrible pun. What does this? What does it mean?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
Okay.
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of the world, under this, once you're finished, they kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
For 2 hours.
Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
When I go back, if I was an invisible wall closes around me, what?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You've been kind to me, then I need... thank you. She has been pretty polite.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Yeah, that's true. The last thing I was talking about them, the princess, the narrator, and the other voices. What will we bring next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them.
We can't be perfect. This things we kind of want.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers. And every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Interesting. Do you have any thoughts on this?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer. My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Heard you. This is what I need to bring to you.
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
That doesn't help at all.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
It's chill. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time. We will meet again.
Bring the prisoner's head to her. I guess there's just a prisoner in there.
You're on a path. You're here to...
I'm gonna save. Alright, I'm back. I just need to stretch my legs and eat food, so where were we? Alright, murder. Yada yada yada. Where's... You know what? I'm going home. Fine.
The whole world owes you. Make your way up the short path to the cat. A warning. She will not ignore him.
Yada 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 blah blah blah. Yeah, come on. I'm gonna try holding a knife and
The
negotiating.
interior of the cat. The blade is your...
Take the knife
You take the blade.
and begin the negotiation.
The door to the basement creaks open,
Yeah.
revealing us her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the... She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we... Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do. You ignore the trembling in your hands, and
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me?
Nuh-uh.
Because you should be.
I'm never scared.
you step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And
Wow,
if that
which one?
knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
I can just, yeah, throw it at you. Reckless
So,
abandons.
you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Yeah.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. You go into this expecting to die, you're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Nah. Nuh-uh. I'll drop
Then
it.
I'm not talking to you.
What? Squint. We're at an impasse
Well, I
then.
guess we are.
Yeah.
For the love of everything, just slay her or,
No, we're at an
or
impasse.
drop the blade. Do something. You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely.
I squint with fierceless abandons. Come on.
She squints back.
She does.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
This is an ending. Aw. Alright, time for murder.
You charge the princess, blade trembling in your hand, but you've already lost the battle.
Whoa, what a grab.
She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking you to the ground with a single blow from her elbow.
What a powerful elbow.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
Oh, my...
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks you a few times for good measure, the pointed tip of her shoes feeling
Yeah.
like a pickaxe against your fracturing bones,
Yeah.
making sure you stay down.
Oop, sorry. Oop, sorry. Action. Oop, why are you bleeding?
As you lie, crushed and broken on the basement floor,
Oh,
the
don't give me
princess
that.
kneels on your throat with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could
Dogs are
possibly
barking.
possess. As you gasp for air, she eyes you with an intense curiosity. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you.
That's your nose.
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely
You're a stone
broken.
straight nut, so I
I'd be
win
lying
this
if I
fight.
said I wasn't a little
Again, you can just put
disappointed.
your hand off.
She applies more pressure, slowly squeezing what's left of your life out of your
Are you,
lungs.
are you just crouching on me? Kneeling on me? Please get off. My lungs hurt.
This is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, drats. The tower. We gotta be careful. If we're not careful, she's gonna
You're on
use
a
6
path
troll bombs
in
on
the
us.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cat. You're here to slay. I can assure you that you're not dead. If he doesn't remember what happened, then you know I can hear. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her.
The voice
She's
of the
just going to
broken.
kill us again.
Yep, he's broken.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her.
Yeah.
But slaying the princess and
always have
saving the
do
world is
6
going to be
troll
much more
bombs, and
difficult
that
than
could
it has to be
blow up.
if you spend the whole time second guessing yourself.
Water. Remember to hydrate, folks. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her. Stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation.
This
She
guy
probably
is
doesn't even
kind
need
of
to
like
try
this
to
man,
overpower
and
us.
also kind of simping over her, but I'm not going to make any assumptions.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Hold on, what does that mean? Hold on. Hold on. Continuously, this is the worst aspect of things. Okay, thank you, Google.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic.
Eh,
You're being annoying.
Yeah, I reckon well.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her.
Well,
either would be terrible.
In each situation, one of them, you probably won't die, right?
So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world. Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
A sandwich for dinner and some still my throat.
If that's what you want, I guess I don't have a say here.
The way they did this, like, parallax scrolling is really cool.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
Ooh.
The only furniture of note is a massive
like a
marble
cathedral
altar
of some sort.
with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Yeah.
Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
No, everything here is just really big.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Alright. Enter. Who opened that door? Because we certainly could. Was beginning.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase.
Alright, how many
its steps almost as
troll
deep
bombs
as you
do
are
you have
tall.
on hand?
The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lived, her booming voice...
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Oh no.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
Broken.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions.
Just that.
So if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Right down the stairs. What
Making your way
demons
down
do
the
we see
spiral
this time?
staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting
so far we've
effort,
seen just-
every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
And again, the last ending we've been absorbed by the hands, saved a damsel, and saw someone cut their own head off and still be alive. Well, this can't be that bad.
The princess
it's that
towers
bad.
over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair
So be
billows
civil about
around
this,
her,
guys.
and a chain
In the
binds her
comments.
wrist to the far wall.
So be civilized adults here.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
Aw.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
Aw.
Drop it.
No.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
Did I save? I didn't. Well, we're rolling with what I'm doing.
But we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Nuh-uh.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us.
Okay.
You wouldn't
Don't be...
understand what it
Guys,
feels
don't be
like to
broken.
in her
Don't be like
presence.
him and just worship her, I guess. Just be civilized about this.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself
Yeah,
out of it.
I agree with him.
Kneel.
I don't really have a decision, so why not?
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
It's not like anything else I know. She's just gonna make me do it anyway.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Do this.
The last time we met, you couldn't even scratch me. And yet here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed.
I'm going to save here.
What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak!
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still,
never
whatever
had a
you do,
conversation in
don't
the
tell
woods.
her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Yeah, your world is.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Don't call me a buffoon. You're the buffoon here. I'm the one who's real. You're just a voice.
Is that so?
Yes, so.
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten.
That can't be good.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
A bit more world peace would be nice.
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
You already have a godlike being that I prefer, and you're not them.
She's inevitable. There's nothing
I'm
else
gonna
for
play
us to
along
do
with your
but
game
help
for now.
her.
I'm broken. Shush. You're not
Maybe
helping.
she'll be nice to us.
And all you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
Oh, whoops.
It's not rude to question someone who's...
Okay. Don't be rude. Of course she can't. Oh, shush.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
Yeah, the broken so far is my least favorite of all these weirdos.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of
Yes.
everything I am or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is
Sonic the
deserving
Hedgehog?
of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
Yeah.
And from your
Okay,
act
there's
of
some, I
utter
guess.
devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
An afternoon?
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end,
Yeah,
no matter how
suppose
vainly
I'll
you
play
struggle
along.
against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I'm gonna save. I suppose.
Your will was so easily broken.
Again, you're a
Am
7
I
at best.
that magnificent?
7 at best.
All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me.
I like the mirror in the back.
Is that a person?
Oh, it's just.
No, it used to be a
It's just
person.
more hands. Of course.
It's something different now.
It's what
An
It doesn't
echo.
matter where we are if it's gonna be more hands. I'm gonna continue talking over you.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh no, she's aware of the voices.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Yeah. Oh,
Rise, my little bird.
he died. He killed him.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Oh, never mind. I'm possessed.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Then I mean, you technically broke it. Alright.
Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls from her
She's in
wrist.
the... That sounds like
She
broken,
is
man.
loose,
Right,
and
well
the
broken.
end is upon us.
Among us.
What a good disciple you are.
Yeah, I know the seconds.
Come, it's time for us to leave.
Alright. Pledge your loyalty to the battle. Huh. Well, that was pointless. You do not take her hand, nor you have it's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And is that a... But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
Sorry, mates.
Okay. A mercy.
Punch the mirror. Punch the mirror. And once again. The decayed. Ugh. You're withered. Ugh. Just we see bones. Ew. And quiet once again. Apologies, we had the barrier in the ground of it.
Chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Interesting.
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul. It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Meh. Yeah, I'm in this one.
How strange of you to ask me then.
Shush. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Yeah, reasonable. Yeah, I've seen all this, so... Alright.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bring the tower to her.
You're on a path. You're here.
Don't want to leave.
make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. She will lie. We're not gonna go. Ignore him. He doesn't know.
I'm gonna take the blade with me.
The interior of the blade. You take the door to the base. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it?
She makes a Don't you dare. It's fine.
Actually, I should have done that. Damn it.
You ignore the trembling.
You poor thing.
You step forward. Your grip.
I'm probably chained up in this. So, you should just.
She's unarmed. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Isn't that a bird? Wouldn't that just be the lower part of my beak? Ugh.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can
Damn,
feel
she's
bone
strong.
grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
You know, her person's been chained up for who knows how long. She's still a crap thing.
Holy shit, that hurt!
Language, hero. I need to. This is meant to be family friendly.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Remember to drink water.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Yeah, okay. Give up. Finish the job. Flee and lock the room. Ooh, this leads to options. Finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath.
Prepare to
equally
feel my
exhausted.
blade.
You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there?
If you
the
tell
princess
me,
doesn't do our friend in herself,
actually, I don't
internal
feel it, but I
bleeding
won't
is
feel it.
certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
But now,
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
I don't know, maybe.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The adversary. This one seems fun.
You're here to a terrible. If he doesn't remember what happened, you know I can hear. That's fine.
A stubborn
It doesn't
one.
matter if he can hear us.
You're new.
The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Yeah, how about him? Nice saving.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is.
Yes. Onwards.
Oh, she will lie.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
I mean, you can't cheat in the middle of a fight if you do like a illegal move like boxing. Or your punch out. You just bring, I don't know, whatever they do in punch out. Magic, I guess. You're
Are you sure about that?
something tired. Can't remember his full name.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Alright.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her.
ever. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
The crystal. On it, yes, sir. Tighty ho, hip hip. Chips and dip, tomato and fries.
The cabin is tighter
Ooh.
than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the...
Enter the basement. Stone doors don't seem that very good at moving.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Starboard to feel like the type of person who would fight someone before they go on a date.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head.
Well, that gives me a damage
You need
boost.
to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Slaying her, a good fight, basically the same thing. What do you look like now?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess
Become
comes
the devil,
into
I
view.
see.
A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes. I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You're not. I'm gonna win. Save is big and dial.
What's that? Oh, that whole deja vu situation. Yes, it does seem like you and the princess remember each other, so let's say for a moment that I do believe you.
In brighter text.
For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Well, skill issue then.
Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
You look exactly the same.
I'm still Bird. You can't defeat me. Birds are immortal.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of
Wow,
my
we lasted
life.
3 minutes.
So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around.
Yeah,
talking.
I'm stubborn. Alright. Alright, alright, save, I'm gonna save again. Attack! Fight!
Finally ready to complete your destined
Ah!
task,
My
you launch
thumbs!
off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count.
Charge!
Oh, we'll make it count, all right.
Fight!
As you bridge the gap,
Yeah.
your blade slashes
slash.
across the
Yeah, first
princess's
strike.
chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. She's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Yeah, I do. That's all by the mirror.
It's not fun if you hesitate.
I'm not.
It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart.
I did.
You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
She's huge, but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
I hope she wants to fight.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Not really. Run. Hold on. Need to save again. There we go. Later use. Bait an opening over. Strike at her heart.
That's your plan then. That's your plan. You push off the ground, ignoring the pain in your ribs as you charge at the princess once more. You can feel flesh give way before a sudden impact blunts your momentum.
Darn it.
Your weapon tightly lodged in the bone of her arm.
Cut her arm.
She
Don't give us an advantage.
behind her guard. Pull it out. We'll try a different angle. No, we can do this. Just keep pushing. We're not gonna win if our weapon's stuck in her arm.
Oh, another choice. I'm pressing the wrong button. No. Push.
The princess's grin widens as the two of you push against each other, her fiery eyes and masochistic glee practically lighting up the dreary cave.
Yes. You finally get it, don't you?
Pearly whites.
Yes, you're right. We don't even need to talk about it.
Your balance is suddenly thrown off as the princess pulls you into her knee. It collides with your ribs, and you feel them splinter, cracking like wet wood from the impact. We're fine! But you barely have enough time to notice before the princess follows up and smashes her forehead against yours.
Ooh.
Your grip loosens from the impact,
Oh, man,
the
I don't have
blade
a
still
knife.
wedged in her
Right.
arm as you tumble to the cold stone floor. I said we're fine. I didn't say you weren't fine. I was just describing what happened. You might not have said as much, but you certainly implied it. It really doesn't matter. The princess glances down at the blade embedded in her arm, and with near total ignorance to pain, slides it out of its sinewy prison.
Wrong way.
You forgot this.
Oh, thanks.
She tosses it at your feet.
Oh, thanks. Hold on, we're saving again.
You and the princess attack each other once again, each of you dealing a single, terrible, lethal blow.
Aha.
Wait, does that mean we're dead? Or rather, about to be dead. As your blade pierces her sternum, the princess buries her fist into the soft meat of your organs. You feel a few horrifically painful pops, a gush of fluid, and it's over. It's finally over. No, it's not. We're just getting started. But it is over. Dead is dead. I know this isn't the happiest ending for you, but you saved the entire world from ruin. There are few better endings than that. Well, are you going to listen to him? Or are you going to listen to me?
I'm listening to you, mate.
Get up.
Wait,
No, that can't be right. Your eyes bulge open and
victory!
you push yourself
We
back
have
to your
slain
feet.
the beast.
Alive. Ha! I told you. I told you this wasn't over.
Alright, save.
What about her? The blade went right through her heart.
What about her? If we're fine, then she's fine.
Wait, don't say that.
No, she's dead. She has to be. No!
No, what have you done? You fool!
Right. We're all shit out of luck, aren't we?
The language.
I knew it. I told you we should all believe in her. This is perfect.
Stubborn, you fool.
The princess rises from the ground, staggering slightly, one hand wrapped around the hilt of the blade still buried in her heart.
They both be basically dead.
We don't even need to start over anymore, do we? Let's go again.
She pulls the weapon from her chest, barely wincing.
and hurls it at your feet. You know what to do.
Yeah!
Then. But she came back. What's the point of fighting her if she can just do that? All of you need to settle down. This whole situation is coming dangerously close to untethering. She clearly never actually died. You just missed her heart, that's all.
I doubt that. I beg to differ.
Oh, we just missed her heart? Oh, of course, that's all. You were the one who said we hit her heart. You were the one who said it was finally over. Well, I guess I had it wrong. You guess you had it wrong? Aren't you supposed to know everything?
Yeah.
I never said I knew everything.
Basically, do. You have an ego.
With an unbreakable determination,
Fight.
you
I don't care about
snatch the
saving
blade
us.
from the
Fight.
floor and stumble back to your feet. Both you and the princess quake with adrenaline as your eyes lock across the basement floor and share a knowing look. Free from hesitation, you close the distance, both you and the princess aiming to end each other.
As long as stubborn doesn't come.
Your blade digs into her neck, grinding against her vertebrae as her fist connects with your body. The impact forces the air from your lungs, stars dancing in front of your eyes as you fail to keep
There's
your
a lack
bearings.
of stars dancing.
You both collapse to the ground before either of you has a chance to survey the damage.
And then we get up.
No.
Yes.
Never.
And then you get up.
No.
That was a good one. More.
Violence breeds violence, but in the end, I guess it has to be this way.
You and the princess
Oh.
exchange dozens of devastating
Sure.
blows. Sometimes you manage to strike first, and sometimes she tears through you before you have a chance to
Yeah.
act. But more often than not, each of you fells the other in the same moment. And then you get up and do it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. We're all still here. This is all gonna be okay. Isn't it? Isn't it?
He doesn't answer the voice. He'll never answer. He's gone.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here. Do you think this is... What is this place?
A void.
Did we do this? Huh. I didn't think we had it in us. But I guess that stuck-up control freak was right. It's the end of the world, isn't it? It's the end of everything.
Far from it. We're still here.
Bye.
And she's still here too.
I feel so... tired.
Oh. There she goes. Once again.
She's gone. And is that a... This...
Screw the mirror. We just need...
The remains. You're unraveled. Ooh, gross. Days of the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. I'm sure.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one.
So did we win
She will make
or...
for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Yeah. I don't really want to do all of this. I want this. I have things to do. Probably like quickly edit this down and stuff. So, I'm gonna go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Alright, so one more ending.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Why so loud? Bring the adversary to her.
You're on a path. You make your way up.
Alright, what am I doing this
The
time?
interior of the...
What other options do I have? Man, what else can I do? Trick her. I'm gonna just enter the basement without the plate and see what I can do.
The door to her voice
Hello?
is hypnotized. Don't let it...
Okay, I think I'm...
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains? Okay.
Thank you. You turn back to the...
Where are you going? You can't just leave me
Oh.
here.
Hold on. Bloop.
You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
She can't do that.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
Maybe. I don't know.
She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing... Okay, if we're sure about this, you slowly creep down the basement stairs.
I shouldn't have done that.
It's
Very
quiet.
nice.
Where the princess sat
Oh,
only
she's
a
gone.
moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Its
Oh, no.
cooling flesh still chained to the wall,
No. This
and
is...
she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Hold on. Let me examine. I can't. Hold on. Never mind. Yeah, it looks bigger. You think we can start
you coward.
No, I don't think we can.
it? She's right behind me, isn't she?
Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. You don't see her.
Finish this.
Where is she? As you step towards the severed limb, you
Oi!
hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor,
Oi!
then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess,
Oi!
but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams
Oh.
the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs.
Why?
The lock clicks into place.
Why? What you think you're doing, mate?
No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Oh, darn. Chapter 2, The Witch. Ooh.
You're on a path in the woods.
Save.
You're here to... It hasn't. Or if he doesn't remember what happened, brilliant.
The
We need to
opportunist.
keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
He feels like a nice fellow.
You know I can hear you, right? Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that
I
princess.
see.
We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show. Oh, don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
He has a lot of good faith in us, but I feel like it's gonna differ. see what you're
The
saying.
interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Yeah. Give me the blade.
You take the blade. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's a good
That's not actually a bad idea.
idea. We don't get the dress to do it. Jeez.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
It's the last ending I need.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, shush.
Her voice
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Brunhilde from Banjo-Kazooie? I'm not. Hello.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path.
You're a witch.
I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
You locked me down.
She must have you confused with someone else.
Oh.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I shouldn't have said it.
You
I say
can't.
it? I did say it. Leslie see her wishes. She's gonna break free at the world.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
You're just talking to yourself. You're all the same guy.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss.
What do you look like this time?
Thank you. You descend the basement
Got a
steps,
tail.
entering the
No
dark room
witches,
below.
though.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the
So not
gloom.
Brunhilde.
She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
No, she figured me out.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
Oh, no. You've already...
No, I made a comment back to this. Yeah.
That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Do I want to talk? Leave her in the... I don't trust you, not with the freedom. Or with the blade. I'm gonna talk for her for a bit.
Oh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
This is the one with the tail.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it. Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out.
Well,
Now
she
stop
clearly already
her.
has.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder
Hey,
than
I'm
that.
hilarious.
You were the one who went to get that knife. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor loser twists their own failure around on the winner.
Mean. We should team up.
I
Yeah.
suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out.
Negotiations
after
have
all.
been supposed.
Unfortunately, you're the only
Must
one I
go down.
have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Eh. Alright, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna save. Alright, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious
I
step
like
at
to
a
be-
time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to
Eye
face.
cactus.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's
What's wrong
reach.
with the little twigs?
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that.
Don't call it
If
free.
anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her.
Wasn't this team up your idea?
We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
Yes.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many
Not
more warnings
trustworthy
I
is
have
the
to dole
definition
out.
of princess.
If you help her out
Probably
of
a
here,
witch, though.
you're going to regret it.
Alright.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry,
Gotta
I'll
save
be
there.
right behind you watching every single thing you do.
You have fire in your eyes.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto
Up
the
the vine
stairs
tree
and begin
we
your
go.
ascent
Up
from the
the
basement.
vine tree we go.
The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. You want us to turn around and kill her. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right.
Someone doesn't need
This
you.
is for you.
Hey, it's my game. I bought it. Spent my money on
Can
it.
we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She
You're gonna
can't
trip and
sneak
fall.
in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots.
See?
You'll trip and hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
And then the door closes.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? Why did you just say that? I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder,
Oh, never mind.
sharp and piercing.
You bloody traitor!
Clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor.
No.
You feel something pop.
No, my hip.
The princess lands
fog.
against the far wall,
It was in her nature.
gasping as she struggles to
The
recover.
frog. Oh.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back.
No one does.
We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
We're both on equal
By our
footing
very
here. We're
natures,
both
only
we're both
one of us
monsters
can
of
make it
some
upstairs
relation.
unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned where she'd turn her back on us and I'd say, now stab her in the back! Do it now!
He does sound, isn't this the same guy who voiced the narrator? Future editing me, look up who voices who.
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
Again, all British narrators probably sound the same.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
My back.
Why didn't you tell us your plan before we agreed to go first? Because then you'd have had to lie to her. And you're a terrible liar. That's not... Okay, that's actually a good point.
Yeah, fair enough.
It would have been a good point if it had actually worked. But it didn't work, did it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not. The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh, hold on. Well, somebody listen to me.
Ho ho ho! So she's not as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife?
Which I still have!
So funny.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Oh.
Certainly seems...
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Not if the universe lets the game end before that happens. Certainly what it seems that way. What a way to go. But looks like on the bright side, in all the scans, may actually manage to deliver a lethal wound. No, the girl's just brought to death.
Is that really what's going to happen?
Yep, that's what's happening.
Hello? Are you still there? What happens next?
I know what's happening. He didn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Oh, there you go. A broken back. That's my ending. Achievement called.
She's gone.
Huh.
Where did she go?
Where's my achievement?
Should we try and find her?
It's an achievement for all of you.
Is that a... If he thinks...
Gaze into your reflection. Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing. It's just a bird now.
I think you know what I am.
God, my ears. So you're the narrator. I was never wondering.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall
So you
this far.
also are a bird man. my ears.
Oh, I'm nothing like you.
Yeah, we're both birds.
I'm an echo, likely one of many.
And
Somebody
echo.
made you after all, and I'm what's left of him.
Oh.
Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. Of course, that is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Alright. I have so many
And
questions.
ask them, and make it quick. I won't last for long now that you can see me. I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. It doesn't hurt. I don't feel pain. Not physically. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Like every narrator or all the voices I've heard?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
And that wasn't the first ending I got.
I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever.
You created me in
Do
some
it.
way.
Slay her and rid the world of death and suffering. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it.
Language. Running of question. Death to the author.
I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away.
Like there,
You
this
know
one goes
what you have to
very,
do.
very slowly. Oh. He closes his eyes before it happens. The final fragment of the glass shatters. You see yourself clearly. You are the long quiet, the vast nested god. The long quiet, this is all I am. John Shimon called it. It is finally time for you to wake up. This is all you. Yeah. Bring the witch to her. There it is. The witch. There is no final vessel. There is nothing for you to find. What's that? Oh no, this can't be good. Oh God. Oh God. Hi.
I can finally see you.
It's a
You can finally see me.
a dress of women. YouTube, please don't demonetize me for this, even though I don't make money. I might censor most of this.
It's been so long, and my heart has
Why?
ached for
This is
moment.
something.
I've missed you dearly.
I missed that. The unfurls an endless sales and response.
Every word you spoke found its way to me.
Like, just
I
like.
know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
Cheers to the artist who drew this. I mean, this probably took forever. It was like.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
We are definitely a mound. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature.
Yes, as the
isn't
protag.
it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes.
Interesting.
So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There are so many stories we've left.
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not,
Interesting.
of beginning and end.
That is
Pitch
down a
black
bit.
islands in the blinding light of the infinite.
Sorry.
There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
Just don't understand all. Do you used to?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens, just as you and I share reflections of each other's gifts. If we didn't, the winding paths that brought us here wouldn't have been full of strife and conflict.
I'm gonna continue this.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words
Once
to
again,
grasp at
I'm
things
out of
that are
water.
beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that
Threw it
which
once again
defies
off the bed.
logic.
Fell on the floor. Irony, isn't it?
But violence and
Ah.
passion are dances
Ah.
that both of
Oh
us
no.
know well.
Oh no. What have I done?
If this is what it takes to enlighten me,
Wait.
then so be it.
Oh, wait. Back up.
Behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving
Ah,
around
boss
each other,
time.
but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't.
We're both
Each
our
of
backs
us
are
watches
broken
the
and
other instead of
involved.
ourselves. But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you can enlighten me.
The sensation of bleeding and sweating and breaking and mending and dying and living comes back in vivid color.
So are we a bird, or are we kind of just like a, are we like a more of a moth-like creature?
You feel the shame
more
of
moth-like.
100 deaths and the bride of 100 conquests. All of the peaks and valleys weaving themselves into a single tapestry, free of beginning and
It's
free
Undying,
of
the
end.
Princess, and
Do you remember when we killed each other with such fervent passion that death itself no longer sat on our shoulders?
I was always just between been about us, two people forced to hurt each other again and again and again. We don't have to hurt each other.
You cling to emotion, pain and suffering. There is beauty in ugliness, and love in conflict. You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless
remember
thoughts.
Remember like a
Dog
moth.
blind to its leash. But there is no
Like a
light
bird.
without
I see
the
remember
dog.
moth-like. Remember? What those creatures from, what's it called? It's like a series called Bow, and I'll have to pull up an image of what I'm talking about.
When I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side, you gladly became the instrument of my new creation. Only with both of us is there a future to look towards. It is hope that carves meaning into being.
There can be love and conflict and beauty and ugliness between us, but bringing the whole of reality into the picture.
We are the whole of reality.
If that's how you want to put it.
To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason for the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind here, and I know it to be you. We are each other's mirrors, and are we not divine? Another thread takes a stake into your body, and another,
Yeah, remember
and
moth.
another,
We're like
and another.
moths. A
Do I
creature.
miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free.
Again,
You
a
lifting
mutual
me, and me
relationship.
lifting you, forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come down to my levels.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful, eternal, but ever-changing.
As a clash between you begin to shake, you will rapidly be dissolved.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything that isn't. There is no constant. There is no center.
Well, there always is a 0, 0, 0.
Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. It is from my vantage point that I can see the totality of
My
truth.
advantage, but you're wearing clothes of yourself.
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all,
That seems kind of
weaving a
boring.
tapestry of life wherever we go. Nothing brings me
conflict,
greater
we
joy
curve,
than to
we
hear
curve.
those words. The final piece.
I should have
lies
saved.
with
No.
you.
Free yourself. fall into yourself. The body of an aging creature stirs from its hibernation. The sensation in your limbs you once cannot fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning at a cosmic scale that you twist and crumple, bound with intention to a plane. You feel the glass of a crushing crushing in on you, bending across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not
I
yield.
love you.
Take her hand. I did. That one, the only intention breaks. Oh. I guess. The augmented power of it is LSD. We're free, and she is with
It's
you.
magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that simple it is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
I wish I saved, but whatever. Step into infinite. You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware. Just as you always have been, just as you always will be. Through contact is in your nature. Until you will never be alone. Until you will never know fear. You and she are fun and helpful. There are no endings, only new beginnings. Oh. What an ending! I know there are tons of more endings to this. Well, if you guys want to see more of this game, you want to see me go for all these endings and see what I can do, let me know in the comments. Commenting gets me to know what I get, what you guys want. You guys need to tell me what you guys want. So comment down below if you want me to see me play another of this. Probably like after October is over. Or like also like the pristine cuts coming out on the 27th, I believe. So yeah. All of those people who their songs. Princess the World. Their song. Finish the game. The good ending doesn't count. Thank you so much for playing. It's an expression of regret. Read the tracks from special playlist. Press for it. If you like to take a screenshot, pressing H. Join the Discord. Join our mailing list during the Sunday menu. That was a beautiful game. The developers, you did a great job on this. And once again, if you want to see me play more of this, let me know in the comments. Commenting on this kind of stuff lets me know what you want. But with that being said, that is all I have today. Next week will be, I don't know what, but stay tuned for that. With that being said, hope you all have a lovely day, and good night.